Good morning, happy travelers. Welcome to Kenya.
Today we are setting out on one of the most popular things to do in Kenya. We are going to the baby elephant sanctuary.
This is technically in the Nairobi National Park. It is the David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust, the Nairobi Elephant Orphanage. It's a long name, but they're baby elephants, and we get to see them get fed and how they're taken care of and everything, and they're super cute and I love it.
We booked a tour through Get Your Guide, and they actually picked us up at our hotel, which was really nice. And we're just about ready to head inside.
This is our guide, Julius. He picked us up at our hotel today, and he's taking us in to see the elephants. Okay, so we're waiting for them to call the baby elephants over so they can give them their bottles of baby formula, which we were just informed that cow's milk doesn't have enough fat for them, so they give them baby formula. You can book this directly on the website. It books out pretty far in advance, but then you have to get your own transportation and everything here. Feeding is only done for 1 hour a day. You are behind these ropes, they feed, and sometimes they'll come over and interact with you, but sometimes not. It's a very natural and ethical habitat, so yay for that. They're so excited.
Coming in quick.
Aww.
They're pretty excited to eat, that's for sure.
It was worth traveling 40 hours to Kenya just to see this.
Just because none of us was out there in the wild to keep these.
Look at this little guy. He's so cute. Just a little too far away to touch. We're allowed to though.
Aww. You're getting a little fun with the mud. Gotta be careful.
Getting splashed. Oh my gosh, that was so fun. They were so cute. I got to touch a baby elephant today. Lots of baby elephants. One of the keepers actually talked through the whole thing, which was about an hour. He told us the name of each single elephant. I don't know how he kept them all apart.
Yeah, that was crazy how he knew how to remember all of them.
He knew the situation in which each elephant came to them. A lot of them were like drought related, poachers, separated from their families. They would get rescued and they come here for 3 to 4 years, and then they move to integration units in the different areas of the country where they integrate all of them back into the wild. And he told us about that process too. Really cool to know that there's a place like this.
Currently they said they have 28 elephants that they're fostering, which is really cool.
Yeah.
The first group was about 18, they're a little younger, and then the last 10 were a little older.
And they said that just a couple days ago they released 3 of their orphans back into the wild.
Yeah, super cool.
I think I'm gonna go to the gift shop now. Support the baby elephants! So they have, of course, a little gift area, and all the proceeds help take care of the little baby elephants. So I bought some earrings. They were 500 Kenyan shillings, which is like $4. And I think I'm gonna look into adopting an elephant, which is a yearly monetary commitment. These are the elephants' bedrooms. And of course we have to make the requisite souvenir shop stop. Probably won't buy anything except maybe coffee because I'm starting to feel that jet lag again. Okay, I said we weren't gonna get anything, but we totally did. There's a little coffee station here, so we're gonna get a couple coffees because we're still jet lagged, or at least I am. And also some tomato crisps because they don't have these in the States and they're actually really good, so. So I ended up adopting an elephant for a year. I'll probably end up donating for several years actually. The elephants, as you can imagine, take a lot of money to care for. So what I donated is gonna be just a drop in the bucket, but my mom's birthday is coming up, so I decided to adopt one in her name. and she's going to turn 1 year old in just a few days here. And her name is Nyambeni, and she was found alone in a ditch. They brought her to the rescue center, and in a few years she'll be integrated back into the wild.
All right, we are back in our hotel room.
That was a really fun day and really not that long. It only took about 4 hours.
Like we said, we toured with Get Your Guide. Price of that tour was roughly $70 US per person. There is an option if you just want to go without a tour guide, find your own transportation there, and then you'd have to pay $15 per person.
So quite a bit less in terms of an entry fee, but you have to get an Uber or whatever. It was just easier for us. And Get Your Guide sponsored the experience, so thank you to them.
One thing you do want to be aware of, you're probably going to get a little dirty. Our shoes were kind of covered in dust and dirt. Also, when the elephants start to play, they like to throw a bunch of mud and dirt around, so just keep that in mind if you're gonna go. Maybe wear something that you don't mind getting a little dirty.
And wear sunscreen because you're in the sun the entire time.
Definitely recommend that. That was really cool.
We just got to the Giraffe Center, and before doing anything we had to wash our hands because we're gonna feed the giraffes. That's how you know this is a Kelly trip, because of all the wildlife.
We were just given our giraffe food, these little pellets that apparently have to hold just like this and feed one at a time.
Tiny for the giant giraffes.
Yeah, they are really small.
You get to feed a giraffe. That's cool. I'm gonna feed one. Hi. Oh my God.
Tongues are so long. Hey. I read online that there's warthogs that also live in the same habitat, and we just had one come by.
Little piglets are making noises.
They're really squealing.
Oh, what's the matter? Hold on.
Definitely want to wash your hands after that. You're a little slimy.
If you want any information about the giraffes, they have this little info center that you can walk around. They've got some displays, kind of like a museum. They really don't give you any presentation about the giraffes unless you ask. So unless you come in here, you really don't get any information. There's a little cafe where you can get some coffee or food, and also a souvenir shop. And then that's pretty much it. There's not really much to it in the whole Giraffe Center area. There is the famous Giraffe Manor that I'm sure you've seen all over Instagram. Unfortunately, we couldn't stay there this time. It's pretty pricey and it gets booked out like way in advance. So if you want to stay there, make sure you make your plans ahead of time. You can see it though, which is cool.
The main attraction here is just to feed the giraffes, which really only takes like 15-20 minutes. We kind of stretched it out to about a half hour, but unless you want to get any food, that's pretty much all there is to do here. There is a small nature trail that's just across the street, which we might go check out. It's also really close to the elephant orphanage, which we went to. Probably doing a tour with both of them would be a good idea, just because they are so close, and there's plenty of time to do both in the same day. One benefit though is we're here right before closing and there's barely anybody here. I think if you did a tour, you'd probably be at like peak tourist time. But from what we read online, I don't think that's really a big issue, because it seems like everyone takes their turns and gives you enough time to interact and feed with the giraffes. We walked around the nature trail for a little bit, but it's getting a little later and we're not sure what time they close this, so we didn't go too far. But I think earlier in the day, that might be a nice little walk. They do say that you could encounter giraffes over here, and if so, be aware that they're wild animals and there's no gates around, so just something to be aware of if you decide to walk on the nature trail. So that's gonna be it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions about the elephant orphanage or the Giraffe Center, drop them in the comments. We'll do our best to answer them for you. And be sure to hit that subscribe button because we have some really awesome stuff planned for the rest of our Kenya trip.
We're going on safari. I'm so excited. I'm going to be on safari on my birthday. But for now, this is Kelly and Kevin from the Awkward Tourists. Peace out.
Sounds this way, so we gotta stand right over here. And we've just arrived. Stupid. Look at the dress.
Oh no, sunglasses.
Okay, stand up.
Now we're being serious. Oh.
And sit down. You're on.
That's an idea. Sorry, I'm distracted by the warthog. And then there's Kevin.
Hey.
Hey.
All right. Stand right next to me. I don't like it when you stand behind me like that. There we go. You're annoying. There we go.
Thanks.
You just like to do it because your head's bigger than mine, right? So you want me to be up here?
Yeah, you get rid of it.
It's the zoo veneer shop.
You're a dork.
I know.